Tune in, turn on, and get a job. Folks, you're listening to QRZR, the Razor's Edge, broadcasting live from the beautiful Dom DeLuise studios here in Bristleburg, USA. I'm your host, as always, BUZZ THUNDERKNUCKLE. Every day, all day, 24 hours a day. Here we go on another wonderful hour here at QRZR, the Razor's Edge. Oh boy, I get tired. I get so incredibly tired every day. But we keep doing it. We keep putting them out there here in the Dom DeLuise studio. Folks, you can call anytime tonight. Won't necessarily pick up, but you can call. Our number is 312-313-0582. That number again is 312-313-0582. And I do want to remind everybody, if you call in, please, for God's sakes, take your chance to vote on what you think the word of the day is. And if you get it right, we're going to send you that beautiful collection of seashells from the Bristleburg Seashell Museum. Also, we got our first email.
Oh, wow, really? We got an email?
Yeah, we've been having an email challenge. The email is radioruinedmylife@gmail.com. And you can email in, send us some fan art, and include your address. And if you do, we will, for a limited time only, send you something in the mail. And we got our first piece of fan art. You can see that on our, I don't know, what, Megalito? What?
Facebook.
On our Facebook page,
It's social media. It's where like you can talk to your cousin who you haven't seen in a while.
All right.
And post racial.
You can post racial things.
Racial things.
I love post-racial things.
That's all I see. That's all I see.
Yeah, everyone should be post-racial. So if you do that, we'll send you something in the mail. We finally got our first submission. We've only been going on the internet, not broadcasting on the limited terrestrial radio in the city of Bristleburg. Beautiful city, terrible bandwidth. Yeah. But our first piece, since we've gone live on the internet, and I hear it's very nice. I'm very, very busy here, but Miguelito says it's very nice. Unfortunately, I want to say Emily did not include her address, and that was a stipulation of the contest. So unfortunately, we can't send them anything in the mail. But next time, please email in. And stop, I want to get this out there, stop emailing me links to your 9/11 conspiracy videos. I want to be absolutely clear. Yes, do I bring it up all the time? 9/11? Yes. B, do I believe in your conspiracies? No, because C, I have my own very specific feelings about that day, and that's all I'm going to say on this program. That's all I'm going to say about that on this program. I don't want to get into it. I just don't want to see your videos, because that's not what I'm thinking. If you want to call in and ask me my thoughts, I'm very vocal about it.
Please don't call in about 9/11.
But if you do want to call in, that number again is 312-313-0582. With me, as always, is Miguelito. Miggy, how you doing today?
Pretty good. I have a pretty big announcement, though.
Holy shit!
I didn't think Buzz was going to want to say anything, but it is Buzz's birthday today. And Buzz is definitely... How old are you now, Buzz?
Let's see. We're going into the third decade here at Bristleburg.
Yeah.
At the radio. I was born 20 years before. I was 20. I was almost 21.
You don't just know how old
when
you are.
I started, so I'm at least 50.
We just know how old you are at least. Anyway, happy birthday to Buzz. Happy birthday to Buzz. Happy birthday, dear Buzz. Happy birthday to Buzz. Thanks. That's all I had to say.
I don't like my birthday being remembered, but I want to talk about something very special here. That a lot of you wouldn't be hip to just listening just now when they sang that birthday song. But why I know it was so special for Miguelito over here is that we are going to have to pay a premium to sing that song just now. And he is the guy who sells all the ads. And he knows by singing that just now, he's going to be working an extra 200, 300 hours over the next several weeks.
It comes right out of my paycheck. I don't know why.
That was like a gift of thousands of dollars worth of back wages that he just gave me by singing that song. And I really...
Anything for you and your birthday.
Oh, thank you so much. Speaking of advertising, before we get going here, we got to keep the lights on, and that's why I got to tell you all about Crave Cream, the dreamy cream that you can't put down and you can't pick up again after you release it from its crave cage because it's so deliciously, suspiciously creamy. Only the patented crave cage can hold it until it's in your belly again. From the makers of the stuff, Crave Cream. Ooh, I can barely hold it. Crave Cream. You ever had it?
No, I have not. We don't.
I haven't had it either. I don't know who these people are.
I wish they would send us some. I'd try it.
They've been sending us hunks of rare metals instead.
I sleep with them.
Yeah, well, you should be turning them into money so we can keep the lights on and pay for all those fancy birthday songs you love so much, folks. What would QRZR, the Razor's Edge, be without our wonderful, wonderful guests? And today we have a guest as wonderful as every other guest we've ever had on the show in the 3 decades plus we've been on the air, times a billion. Their name is Shelly Nickleby. And they're so wonderful because they're a citizen of Bristleburg. But we haven't met. But I think that so many great citizens of Bristleburg are so good. And I want to, I think it's very popular now to spotlight normal people to make them seem interesting. And I was walking down the street just the other day and I saw Shelly sitting there, cross-legged, on the ground. And I said, Shelly. No, I'm back doing this. Mm-hmm. I'm retroactively doing. I said, hey, you.
This is a story.
Yeah. So, but you understand that fictionally. I said, Shelly, you look like an ordinary citizen of Bristleburg. Won't you come on my show? And Shelly said, yes.
And then there we are.
Yeah, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Shelly Nickleby. Shelly, how's it going?
Great, Buzz, although I don't appreciate your tone. I don't think I need to come on your show to seem like I'm interesting, nor do I think that most people who you would categorize are normal need to do that to be interesting. A lot of people lead very rich, full lives without ever being on the radio. So.
Okay, so obviously you came on the show to seem like you're boring.
No, I came on the show as a representative of C4.
The explosive?
It is an explosive local activism group. Citizens for Conscientious Crustacean Consumption. And we just are trying to get our message out there and be heard.
You talking about crabs?
I'm talking about crabs. Mostly I'm talking about the reddest lobster.
Sorry, shouldn't that be C4CCC?
Why?
Because it's Citizens for Conscientious Crustacean Consumption.
C4 is like
yes,
C.
C4.
No,
CCC.
C, like the number 4 or like 4 C's.
Many people use the number 4 to stand in for the word 4.
Well, we aren't doing that in this instance.
C4CCC.
No. No.
Think about it.
Okay. No.
All right.
I think you've confused Buzz.
So we're yes.
No, I'm not confused. I get it. I just think my version's better.
Typical.
Yeah, so crustacean. You want to eat more crustaceans?
We want to be conscientious about our crustacean consumption. We have already got literally dozens of red lobsters in this town, and when you look around, the question I find myself asking all the time is, do we need a reddest lobster in addition to all these regular red lobsters? And the answer I feel is no.
What makes it so red? That's my question.
Oh, God. I'm not saying one way or the other, but the reddest lobster is the name of the super lobster, and they dye all their lobsters there. I mean, super swag, it's super VIP. You need a password and one of those Masonic handshakes to get inside of the reddest lobster. And they take all of the lobsters, and they grind up other lobsters. And the Greeks have been doing this for 10,000 years. They grind these special Mediterranean lobsters up that have this super pigmented cell inside of them.
They just grind them up.
They grind them up. They're already pretty red.
It's horrifically cruel.
They're already literally
cruel.
the reddest. You know how most lobsters are black or blue, and then you cook them, they turn red? These lobsters are already bright, scarlet, vermilion red. And then you cook them, and they get super red. Then they grind them up, because those aren't even red enough. And at the reddest lobster, they use those to paint and rouge up the cheeks on the other lobsters that are already pretty red. Mm-hmm. And it's just, So, what were we talking about?
Oh, I don't think we need a reddest lobster.
Disagree!
It's just that most of the people in this town can barely afford regular red lobster. What we really need is something more like a Long John Silver's if we want to be mindful of the income level of the people in this town. People want hush puppies. They don't need a couch that's made out of a lobster.
Is the reddest lobster also a different price point as the original red lobster?
It's much more expensive.
Oh, it's incredibly expensive.
Wow.
Here's the thing. This is my roots talking here, because the Thunderknuckles have been pretty progressive for a long time. This is going back to my liberal roots.
Questionable.
And I hear what you're saying, and I hear your bizarre right-wing libertarian proposal.
Opposite.
Where you want to say, "Oh, these poor people, they can't spend their own money. Let's not put these things, let's just have them walk down the streets and eat dirt and go to a normal red lobster, because poor people don't deserve to spend their own money. They don't deserve to save up their money and spend it at the reddest lobster." I understand. You want to control. You want all the rich people to go to the reddest lobster. You don't want the poor people ever to be able to go to your elite reddest lobster. Defend that.
That's the I'm trying to think of how that's not the opposite of what I'm saying, and it's not.
Are we in full debate mode now?
Oh, sorry, folks. Just got to take a second here and do a little ad. Incredible Lobstergram. The red lobster.
This isn't an ad. We have
straight to your door lobster delivery service.
This isn't even on my
Hate
ad
cooking?
list.
You don't have to cook, because Red Lobster will send you the number of lobsters of your choice, a pot full of salted water, lemons, melted butter, all the fixins, and, of course, a tiny little lobster that's been genetically programmed and trained to cook the other lobsters for you. When you're done, throw them all away, including the little lobster chef, because we don't want you to have to do that work. Incredible Lobstergram, and put in the code BUZZ46 at checkout to get 15% off.
I don't think... Listen, this is a whole... I don't have an issue with Red Lobster or the preposterous quantity of Red Lobsters that exist in this town. My issue is with reddest lobster, all right?
Which you want to dangle just out of the reach of the poor people.
No, I just...
The downtrodden, the poorest people in our society.
That's everyone in Bristleburg,
yeah,
right? I mean, who does that not include?
It's pretty much everyone. This is a millionaires, billionaires argument, right?
And the only one that can close to that is Buzz in this town, I think, right, Buzz?
Yeah.
What are you pulling a year? What are you pulling now a year?
You're going to be dining alone.
I am getting paid almost entirely in anti-aging treatments.
Let's do it.
So I don't know. I do fly the guy out from Aruba.
You look great.
And he comes out every afternoon.
It shows. It shows.
He insists he doesn't want to spend more than half a day in Bristleburg, but he flies out every afternoon. He spends the entire day circling the globe and landing back in Bristleburg to give me my treatments. So I don't know what I get paid, but it pays for daily those.
I mean, you look amazing.
Thank you very much.
But this isn't about how you look or about... This is about regular people who want hush puppies and popcorn shrimp at an affordable price without having to sit down and wait for their food.
Great. So, I mean, the people have to... I mean, you know that the amendment's out there. The people have to vote because the Red Lobster, the good people of the Red Lobster Corporation, are not going to bring a swanky, super VIP reddest lobster to any town unless it's supported. And that's why they put a referendum up for vote to bring a reddest lobster here. If the people want a long JS, they can vote for a long JS. So, I'm not out there. I'm not out there using my influence to advocate for reddest lobster. I'm just here doing the Lord's work on community radio. So,
well, C44 for CCC is definitely out there talking about Long John Silver's.
I trust people who are poor enough to have their own self-interest at heart.
Me too.
Good.
I guess we have that in common.
Well, we'll see.
No, we've agreed.
we'll see next week. I'll just announce whatever happens in that vote.
Well, I mean, to be fair, these kind of ordinances and referendums, it's a part of an annual process that begins in November, and the final vote takes place in March. So it's going to be a while before we see any action on that because the wheels of justice are pretty slow turning.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this vote is just for debate as to whether or not the question can go.
Are you talking about like an online poll? Because that's not the same.
We're putting up a poll?
We might put up an online poll. Look out for that.
Okay, because that's not the same. That's not legally binding.
Yeah, I'll be crazy about that like anyone else will be. So we might have an online poll.
I can put up an online poll right now.
Yeah, do it. Please, if you're listening, vote in the online poll. Reddest Lobster, that's the super swanky VIP Red Lobster, in addition to our dozens of other Red Lobsters, or a Long John Silver's, which should be erected in the city of Bristleburg.
Yes, a Long John Silver's where you can get affordable popcorn shrimp or Hush Puppies. Delicious Hush Puppies. Cannot stress enough how good those little balls of cornbread are.
Yeah,
and affordable.
So basically, what you're voting for is either a delightful treat and break from the slog of existence for our poorest citizens, or a joyless bread and circuses mouth shove from the state.
It's amazing how you just
in order to
around.
make you, in order to rob you of any joy by pretending to give you something that you can afford.
So option one is Reddest Lobster.
Reddest Lobster. The second D is capitalized. And the first R is one of those registered symbols.
I can't do that.
Well, I'm just saying this is for people to listen to it and vote. Then it's spelled wrong if it's not that.
Vote for a couch that's made out of a giant lobster, or you could open a restaurant for the people.
Yeah, by the way.
And you're saying Long John Silver. That's what you want.
I'm about conscientious crustacean consumption.
So Long John Silver or other.
No,
the
it has to be Long John Silver's. Have you had their Hush Puppies?
Okay, then it's going up now. So go ahead and
go ahead and vote on that on our I don't know, where would they do that?
That's the Facebook where you can talk to
the Facebook page.
Long cousin.
And if you're just
deeply problematic.
Your long cousin Silver. You can find them on the Facebook. Facebook faces horrifying skin faces, all arranged in a book. Flip through them and see the horror of life.
But the smell is nice.
Oh, God. They say that the cannibal weavers of ancient Malaysia said that human skin smelled almost exactly like duck skin.
That is one of my favorite stories.
They were going to call it Skin Quilt.
Yeah.
But then they went with Facebook.
Facebook, Skin Quilt. Skinquilt.com. Not yet an advertiser on here, but I've been. Don't think I don't peak. I'm not. Buzz is not. He's not immune to skinquilt.com. So send us some money. Maybe we'll do a proper ad next time.
You've been doing a lot of free ads today. So
we got any callers today, Miguelino?
I don't know. Maybe the phones are broken.
Yeah, it's fine.
Phones do break.
We did have rats chewing on. So, I just want to say we need to tread lightly here because we were in trouble with the animal, I don't know, those guys who like animals last week. So
PETA?
I mean, specifically like a superhero or something.
Yeah, but like there was some organization. We had to take care of some things. So just saying be careful with all this, crustacean talk. Okay.
Oh, sure. What about, I'm curious also, I noticed a lot of, on my walk-in, it's a beautiful day outside. Guess it's just the kind of weather you stick around for, It's like.
That's why no one ever leaves.
Like,
highest retention rate.
I feel like 10 months.
Of any city in the United
10 months
States.
out of the year, it's like, why do I live here? And then for 1 month, but it's like, oh, because the weather's so nice. And then the other month, you're just drunk because it's the holidays.
And you're stuck.
Yeah. Too many goddamn beautiful weather 11 and a half months a year. Too many goddamn holidays in this thing because the weather feels either so hot or so shivery cold because you're so drunk, hungover, or sick because of a lowered immune system so much of the year in Bristleburg because so many holidays.
It's truly
Or maybe you're
miserable.
stuck in your house that you can't leave in the place of work.
We do have a problem with
And you-
the intimidating ghosts.
Yeah, you can't leave your place of work physically.
Here's so many holidays and so much drinking in the city of Chicago,
Which is where you visited recently?
which is where I want to visit.
You want to go.
But they don't have as much drinking and as many holidays as Bristleburg.
Now they take it easy up there.
Yeah, but there's so many holidays
lot of
and so
Chicago
much
guests,
drinking in the
so
city of
he's-
Bristleburg that I was walking down the street the other day, and I thought it was the Thanksgiving Day parade, but it turns out that the seniors were just out for a walk, and their livers were floating in the air.
Wow.
Hey-oh!
You know, I had a ghost at my place,
Yeah.
and I could not leave. For 3 weeks, I was stuck in my house.
Was it because they were blocking the door trying to get you to stop opposing the reddest lobster, the
No.
super swanky VIP red lobster?
No, they were blocking the door because they're trying to communicate something to me about my basement, but I couldn't figure it out. I eventually climbed out a window. It took me 3 weeks to figure that. I was, once you run out of food, your mental processing declines. But if you have an affordable access to something like Hush Puppies or popcorn shrimp, like at a Long John Silver's, it's much easier to prevent that sort of mental decline.
I like to salt a lot of meats right before the winter starts. Gets me through.
Surgeon General C. Everett Koop in 1987 said that one lobster can keep the brain alive for up to a year and a half.
That cannot be true.
I think that's true. Yeah.
That
Folks, I
cannot
believe
be
we
true.
got a good caller on the line.
Oh.
Caller.
You're from 703 area code. You're on the line, caller.
Hi. So, this is Captain Philippines. I just wanted to make sure that, everything's ship shape back there. I flew by the station the other day, and I thought I heard some barking. So, just wanted to make sure. It looked like the building was dark today.
QRZR, the Razor's Edge. I'm sorry. Were you talking there? All we got was a bunch of silence. Say that again.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, hearing you fine. You're talking to Buzz. Who we talking to?
Yeah. Hi. This is Captain Philippines. I just wanted to make sure that we were on the level. I heard some dogs barking in.
I say, who we
building
talking
when I
to?
flew by.
Are you there?
Buzz is.
Hello?
Seems.
Yeah, no, I'm just screwing with you, Captain Philippines. All right. What are we talking about?
Wow.
It's his birthday. You got to give him a break, I
I don't-
guess. I don't know why he's.
No, I don't really appreciate. I don't care if it's your birthday. I appreciate this.
Oh, buddy.
No, I'm just trying to make sure Bristleburg is on the level.
Listen,
Okay.
we got rid of the
Every-
dogs.
every-
We got rid of the dogs. So, I spent all weekend.
All right.
I spent all weekend kicking the dogs out. I just kicked them out the door. The guys from the PETA or the animal service.
You're kicking the dogs?
No, I mean, it's a figure. It's a figure of speech. Everyone, come on. I mean, I said, get out of here, you dogs. You can't stay here anymore, and they were very sad. So I took care of it. That's all I'm
Gave
saying.
them a care package on the way out, right?
I gave them an umbrella. They each got an umbrella. We got a lot of them here at the Lost and Found, so they each got one.
You got to set them up with a little bit.
We
Wow.
gave them all.
All right, I'm gonna come by.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you what for. I don't care if it's your birthday, Buzz.
I'm a big fan. I just wanted to get that out there. Thanks.
Ooh, we got a
for
fan.
saying
Got a fan.
Captain
Oh, thank
Philippines.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ellie. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Wait a second. Hold on a
Happy
second.
birthday,
Kevin Philippines, I just want to ask you, just real quick.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that you
Go
come
on.
on. You speak a piece and a half. Let me just ask you this: other than interrupting the time that we have with what I call a hero of the streets, an ordinary citizen, the wonderful Shelley Nickleby, who's so brave to come on here as a normal, non-super person and talk. Other than interrupting them and having no questions to ask this ordinary citizen, because you, as a superhero person, can just see what all the normal people are like and you disdain it, unlike bringing them on your radio show. Do you have any questions for Shelley Nickleby?
That was so rude.
Actually, I do. you know, and Shelley, I'm a big fan of yours as well. You know, we do need folks like you on. Also, why are you giving me crap for calling in? Isn't that what you want? You want callers? I didn't realize that calling in was going to interrupt.
I'm sorry, Shelley. I'm sorry. Any guesses as to that secret word?
Hold on, she had a question for Shelley.
Oh, well, she seemed like she was just complaining again.
Yeah,
Listen,
no,
Buzz's
I think, you know,
mom
it's a little
forgot
hard
his
to
birthday
hear what
today.
I'm saying when you keep talking, Buzz. I think that's what the issue is here. Actually, Shelley, I heard that you had issues with a ghost, and then Miguelito, I heard him mention he likes to salt his meat. Did you know, Shelley, that you can actually keep a ghost at bay by doing a salt ring around your house?
Well, I guess my question, I did not know that, and my follow-up question would be, what if the ghost is already inside your house? Wouldn't the salt ring just be trapping it inside?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
It seems the teacher becomes the student. You are correct.
Yeah, I moved. That's what I did.
Oh, gosh. You
Great.
know, we're learning so
I'm
much.
glad you're safe.
And I gotta say, you know what? Sometimes I get a little heated under the collar. Old Buzzy.
Listen,
we all have our opinions. We all have our views, and I really respect. I actually do respect. Everyone's right to say what they have to say here on the radio. Captain Philippines, thank you so much for calling in. Do you have a guess about that secret word?
Ooh.
Oh, sorry, we lost you. QRZR, the Razor's Edge. Call back anytime, seriously. Folks, you're listening to QRZR, the Razor's Edge. Call in at 312-313-0582 or email us at radioruinmylife@gmail.com. We're talking today with Shelley Nickleby, one of the co-founders of the CRCCC.
C4.
The C4. 4 C's, 1 R. And it's a registered trademark, like the beginning of Reddest Lobster.
There's no R.
Up next, we're gonna step away from the politics. We're gonna get back into the thrill of the fill. That's what it's called when you just talk about anything.
Sure.
On the radio, you fill. And we're gonna play ourselves a game called... and it says, you know, we were supposed to play this last December, but it's called Have Yourself a Merry Little Fuck Miss. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
That's the game where we go around, and everyone's got a list in front of them, and I will name 3 classic Christmas characters, and you say which one of them you want to marry, fuck, make smaller, and then you say something you miss about Christmas from your childhood. Have yourself a merry little fuck miss. And then after you say that, we all sing the song, which goes, have yourself a merry little fuck miss.
Okay.
Great. So I'll get started. You guys answer. Blitzen, Donner, and Rudolph.
Was that a question, that last one?
The whole thing was a question.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, you both have to answer. Merry fuck, merry little fuck, and then something you miss about your childhood.
You go ahead first, Shelley, if you want.
No, I don't want to answer this at all.
I think I'm obligated to by contract.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead. Hold on. So I want to marry...
Donner, Blitzen, Rudolph.
I want to marry
Rudolph?
I'll marry Rudolph?
Classic.
I'll marry Rudolph. Yeah. And then I got to make someone small.
Yeah.
I'm going to make Donner small because I can't know the difference between him and the other one. So, him or her. I don't know. Donner, are they women or men? Anyway. And then the last one. Yeah, I'll do the last thing to the last one there.
Yeah.
Miss them on Christmas time. Blitzen?
Yeah.
Is that right?
No, you say something that you miss from your childhood Christmas.
Oh, okay.
That's when we step away and we get real.
Okay, so when I was a child, we would always do we did this little thing where everybody would take all of the food and we'd take it outside to the we find some homeless people, and we would take it out to them, and we would go, hey, you want some food? And then they'd go, yeah, we'd love some, we don't have any food. And then we would throw the food on the ground.
What?
And we would laugh. And I learned since then that this is, not a lot of people do that. So it was a little bit rude, maybe. It was fun. The whole family was involved.
Nice. Oh, so brave. I love that. I even answer if you don't want to go.
I mean, I have to be honest that it's like, this isn't, I don't want to
have fun.
I don't want to sleep. I don't want to have sex with an animal. Weren't those the three options? It was like marry one, and then you shrink one, and then you have sex with one.
Yeah.
I skipped the sex one.
Well, no, you just said I'll do the other thing to the other one.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Blitzen got it.
He got it.
These are animated talking animals, and you're another animated talking animal.
Oh, I mean, okay. Well, then that's different. Okay.
Yeah.
Then
Send in your fan art.
Same species or different species?
Whatever.
I'm gonna just. I mean, I don't. Nope. I have to be honest. Unless you can take a moment to clarify to me the difference between Donner and Blitzen.
I agree. I would like a clarification as well.
Donner's the one with the big dick.
Okay, so I'm gonna shrink Blitzen.
Yeah.
And I'll marry Rudolph, and I'll do the other thing with.
Donner's got a PhD.
A big honkin'...
Pretty huge dick.
Oh, a big honkin'. Yeah.
I killed Donner and I'd eat him because that's funny.
Yeah, because of the Donner party.
Yeah. I'd fuck Blitzen.
There's no kill. There's no kill. There's no kill in that one.
There was no killing.
Little fuck miss. There's no killing.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I guess one thing that we used to do when I was a kid, my parents got divorced, and then my mom married a different person who wasn't the first one, or the second one. It was the third one. And we used to go to his mother's house for Christmas, and my name was misspelled on the stocking. So I felt right at home, and
That's really sad.
Yeah, and she also every year made enchiladas. And
that sounds good.
And we never experienced, and like this is not like she's just a white lady making enchiladas.
Oh, okay.
And then we went there for Christmas one year, and there weren't any enchiladas, and we were like, "Where are the Christmas enchiladas?" as a joke because we were jerks. And then she took it to heart and was like, "Oh, those kids really like those enchiladas," and she always made enchiladas for Christmas. So we ate enchiladas every Christmas, and then she died. But sometimes I still think about making Christmas enchiladas. I've never really gotten around to it, though. Merry Christmas.
Oh, God, that's so beautiful. Can I ask you a question? When you say your name was misspelled on the stocking, was it really badly misspelled, or did you just say, like, Shelly?
Well, it was like...
Well, her name's Shelly.
It was...
Oh, I thought your name was Shelby. Sorry. I gotta start writing that down.
It did say Shelby.
Folks, the Gumby Dialogues, the hot new play that's coming to the Diaper Theater.
The Diaper Theater?
Yes, the
My
Diaper
favorite
Theater.
place to take in a show in town.
Which was, a little backstory. This isn't really part of the end, but the Diaper Theater was named many years ago in hopes of getting a sponsorship. The town voted on one of our annual referenda votes and decided to name the theater in hopes of getting sponsorship from a prominent diaper company. It's kind of a Truth or Consequences New Mexico situation.
I'm waiting on Pampers to come through.
I think
that one worked out.
And here's the thing, the beautiful, beautiful Pampers Theater. I'd love to say that on the air.
Oh, yeah, go get pampered at the Pampers Theater.
Get pampered at the Pampers Theater. But right now
they don't know that means you're putting on a diaper.
Yeah, but which oh man,
which
they
honestly,
do that.
You don't have to have an intermission if you get to put on a diaper.
Actually, wearing diapers in the theater would be really nice.
Yeah, and everybody's doing it, so there's no shame anymore. There should be shame, to be clear.
And you have to do it if you're participating in the screening of the Rocky Horror Picture Decade, going on for 3.5 years now at the Diaper Theater and the Small Theater. They're going to be going for another 6.5 years. The Rocky Horror Picture Decade, 10 years of screening of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Very brave.
So brave. But yeah, see the Gumby Diaries at the Diaper Theater. In 1993, beloved character actor Gumby was wrapped around a pole by some hateful teens and allowed to dry out in the noonday sun. Every ticket bought.
I think he's a mucous membrane.
I'm sorry.
What's he made of?
Sorry, Captain. I'm a doctor, not a gumbyologist.
Oh, okay.
And he was left to dry out, and he died. And every ticket bought for the Gumby Dialogues goes to the Gumby Foundation, which supports people who are different and have different opinions than you.
I don't know.
In memory of Gumby, to support people different people with different opinions.
You're definitely giving me a dirty look while you're saying that, and I will not back down that Hush Puppies are at least as good as those Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Great. You could be a recipient of the Gumby Foundation. All I know is it does the important work of making sure that people don't go out and attack people who are different than you and who have different opinions. I think that's such a wonderful, wonderful charity, don't you? Please go see the Gumby Dialogues at the Diaper Theater.
Who's directing that one?
That is being directed by local luminary Velvet.
Oh.
Remember in the 70s, Velvet?
Yes.
Yes, I do, yeah.
Velvet
That's gonna be good.
Yeah, Velvet was the biggest thing in cabaret music in the 70s.
All over the place. Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's exciting. I
There
will
was
go see that.
do you remember there was a slight revival in the 70s of there was that 60s garage band Johnny Waldorf and the Side Salad.
Yeah.
And Johnny Waldorf and the Side Salad with Velvet was their last.
Shake me, baby. Shake me like a... Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh God. That was their last album. It was a resurgence in '76, and Velvet was brought on by artist Roy Lichtenstein. Introduced Velvet to Johnny Waldorf and the Side Salad, and they did that one final album. And Velvet just played the theremin.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Anyway, the Gumby Dialogues playing for the next 8 weeks, directed by Velvet at the Diaper Theater. And also stop down there any day for their free show, the local a cappella group, Bristleburg's local yokel a cappella group, the Harmony Corinnes.
It's very good. Very good stuff.
I used to be in that group. I used to be in that group when I used to be able to go outside.
Oh.
So
You got to go outside for that group because you can't have any sort of artificial lighting.
Folks, if you're just tuning in, you're listening to QRZR, the Razor's Edge, broadcasting live from Bristleburg, USA. Call us anytime at 312-313-0582. Guess the secret word. Send us an email at radioruinmylife@gmail.com. We're speaking today with Shelly Nickleby, who is against the opening of the Reddit's Lobster, and we're playing a game. Shelly, I believe it's your turn to have yourself a merry little fuck.
I told you the whole story about my dead grandma's enchiladas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
she did do
you
that.
yes, correct. You were a contestant. Now, like me, you're a host.
Oh.
You look at the paper in front of you, you choose 3 classic Christmas characters, and you say them. And then we say who we would marry, who we make smaller, who we'd fuck, and then something we miss about our childhood Christmas.
Okay. So I got here Father Ice,
Mm-hmm.
a donkey,
Yeah.
and Elf on the Shelf.
Ugh.
You didn't like that Elf on the Shelf, did you?
I'd fuck Father Ice because I got a thing with temperature play. We know that. We talk about it all the time.
Far too often.
Agree to disagree. Fuck Father Ice. I would make the Elf on the Shelf so little that you couldn't see it.
Smart.
And then I would marry the third one.
It was a
the
donkey.
I'd marry a donkey.
You'd be married to
Dependable.
a donkey.
Dependable. They get angry, and then they calm them right down.
Hardworking.
Yeah, they don't store it up and kill you like a white tiger. They get angry, and they calm down. And then something I miss about the Christmases of our past. I miss the giant tree. When I was growing up, Bristleburg had what must have been a 1,200, 1,600-year-old aspen that was spread all throughout. You know how aspens are thousands and thousands of trees, but they're actually one organism?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this was a thousands and thousands of years old aspen that was growing up through all the buildings in Bristleburg, up through the pipes, growing out through the roofs, spread all things. We were basically living in a forest. You're a little too young for this, Miguelito, but and then they cut it all down. I miss that.
But the elders
I've
proclaimed
never
we
seen
had
that.
to, so you can't really complain about it or else. So
Not complaining, just saying I miss it.
yeah, so just be careful what you say. is all.
Sometimes people miss things and they'll say, "Oh no, I agree. We shouldn't have that now."
Who says that?
But I miss it.
Who says that?
The town elder.
Never heard that.
People are like, "Oh, like I understand that.
Dangerous.
I understand that we need all these different things and this different stuff and whatnot here now." But I miss how it didn't used to be here.
Well, the trees were cursed, so.
I don't even remember the tree, so I don't think they ever even actually happened.
I believe we have a caller on the line. Let's go ahead and bring that caller on the
We
line.
do. 630, you are on the line.
You're on the line. Welcome to QRZR, the Razor's Edge.
Hey, Buzz. I got a big time question for your guest there.
Yeah, shoot. What's your name?
My name is Jordan.
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 What's your question for Shelly Nickleby?
Yeah, Shelly. I'm having some troubles of my own involving my home and certain water situations. And I'm wondering, do you have any good solutions? Because I also think my home is inhabited by some sort of water ghost.
Oh, a water ghost.
water
Jordan has a water ghost.
That is a classic scenario. I have to say that I know that Buzz has spent this entire show painting me as a completely normal and ordinary person, but I am a bit experienced in the realm of water. I work at the aquarium, so I do spend a lot of time around water and water ghosts. And I gotta say, there's like a couple different things you could do.
Okay, because I've tried a couple things. I've scoured the internet, and I've done some of the traditional remedies that they all come. They keep coming back.
Did you dump hot sand down all the drains at the same time?
I did that one.
Really?
I did the one where I throw rocks down the drain.
No, rocks is no
I
good.
did the one where the internet told me to throw rocks down the drain, and oftentimes the water ghost would be afraid of it because, much like paper, scissors, rock beats water.
Yeah, I'm familiar. What I would recommend is plan a weekend away, right? And then
Take a weekend away.
Yes, and then what you're going to want to get is some red phosphorus. And then, this is like, if it's a serious water ghost, if the hot sand down the drains didn't get rid of the ghost, then you got to move on to the bigger things. So I guess the first thing I need you to do is go buy, like, a lot of shelled nuts, like walnuts still in their shells, or peanuts still in their shells, things like that, and put them in your yard to sort of, like, acclimate the local squirrels to you, and they become your friends, and then you work on training them, right? You're gonna have to make little tiny gloves out of rawhide that fit over their little paws. I know it's ridiculous, but I swear this works. And then once you teach them, go here, you go there, this and that. You want a hazelnut? Oh, that's the good nut. Then do this. You take a weekend away, leave a big pile of red phosphorus in a dish in the kitchen, cover it with cocoa powder. They love that stuff. And then you leave the windows open, and then you just go. And they're just going to drop all that stuff in the drains, and if that doesn't spook those ghosts, buddy, you got to burn that house down. I did that with my last house. I've burnt down 3 houses so far in this town, and I feel good about every single one of them.
I got a question. Does a classic
Oh, wow. Okay.
does a classic exorcism not work?
No, not with a water ghost. They can't hear through the water.
But what if you put holy water?
Yeah.
Too diluted.
I've actually tried. I tried to get a local priest to come out, but they always end up committing suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I gotta
Yeah.
say,
So
caller,
then I just have a dead priest on my hands.
I know you didn't ask my opinion, but I will tell you, if the reddest lobster comes here, and this is in the referendum for anyone who wants to look it up.
Wow, we're back
they
to the
have
reddest
promised
lobster.
to divert between 75 and 80% of every household's water to the reddest lobster for their phenomenally huge lobster tanks, and I think that
sounds
will
like a lot.
It's a
but it will take care of that water ghost.
environmental atrocity.
It'll take care of that water ghost like that.
You're going to be drinking toilet water if you get a Redis lobster.
What is the Redis lobster's policy on dealing with water ghosts? Because there's so much water, it would seem like inevitably some ghosts would trickle in.
What you can't afford in your own home is the Redis lobster. It does have a super swank VIP multi-million-dollar water ghost trap filtration system. You're not going to install that in your own house, but if you let the Redis lobster come into town and suck away between 75 and 80% of your household water, they will trap. Like, you got Buzz's word on it. They'll trap any of the water ghosts that they suck away from your pipes.
What if we ask the Redis lobster if they can install this filter before the water gets to the houses and to them?
I have a better idea. If the Redis lobster is so invested in this community, they want to come here and be a part of this and take our dollars, they should show their investment in this community by providing these ghost traps, water ghost traps, to the people in this town.
Okay, great. I'm going to answer all those questions because I have spoken to the CEO of the Red Lobster Corporation about this specifically because I'm also very serious on this issue. So this super, super expensive $100 million water ghost filtration system, what a brilliant idea. Let's install it right coming out of the water
That's right.
treatment plant, the beautiful water sewage treatment plant.
That's right.
Here. It shows such a startling lack of ignorance about water ghosts because most water ghosts in a home are because the people who died in the home then sank into the pipes and started haunting the home. Now, you are going to get some water ghosts that were flushed out of the water treatment plant. The number of people who fell into the sewage and died in the water treatment plant, they might get flushed into a house, but we can't install these they can't be spending $100 million to put it right between the connecting pipes from the mains into every single house. So it makes more sense to suck the water out of all the houses and filter it through a single location into the phenomenally huge tanks of the Redis lobster.
Listen, that sounds like a raw deal to me. You're taking away people's water. Everyone knows that water ghosts originate in houses. Miniaturize the filtration system so that you can give it to people so people can have ghost-free homes. If that's something that you want. You know, I spend all day working down at the aquarium. I'm a stableman. And I got to say, I never even heard of this water ghost filter. I wouldn't have had to burn down 3 of my houses if I'd known it existed. So the whole technology is pretty
look,
fishy.
absolutely. Look, is there gonna be a downside? You're not gonna have water ghosts, but you won't have as much water. Sure. I'm not out here promising people some sort of heaven like the religious nutbag that you seem to be. I'm offering them the kind of piecemeal, hard step solutions that normal, everyday folk talk to each other about, and we say, hey, you got to give a little to get a little. I'm not saying, hey, bow down to my God of the Long John Silvers, and even in your poor, shabby Redis lobsterless existence, you will be saved someday. I can't promise that, like you apparently can.
I got a question for the caller. Caller, do you think Buzz seems particularly on edge today? Because
you know what? I don't think he particularly is. I think he's his normal self.
Okay, good. I just needed an outside perspective.
I feel he is pushing Redis. I feel like he's pushing Redis lobster more than normal.
That's true.
You know, I see the link he made with my question. He answered it, but unfortunately, I'm not a millionaire. I'm just a man who did coal for money.
Exactly.
You give coal.
So I can't afford it, and I guess.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna have to spend the rest of the summer training this world to divvy up nuts, and I have to go find some red phosphorus, I believe.
Red phosphorus. Yeah, you know, but it is time consuming, but it is its own reward. You know.
How many times? Sherry, how many times has this worked for you? You said you burned down 3 homes already.
It's worked half of one time. I got rid of the water ghost in my tub, but I couldn't get rid of the one in the sink. So I would recommend before you leave putting cocoa powder wherever you want the squirrels to go. I neglected the kitchen sink, and I was just so upset that I burned the house down.
Okay. So
they love cocoa powder.
I just tell myself that I'm going to have to burn my house down is what the statistics are telling me right now?
Well, no. You just gotta make sure everything is liberally dusted with cocoa powder, or else like send me a message on Telegram, because I don't really want to give you advice about burning down your house. Or come find me at the aquarium. I'm a stableman there.
We've done that before. We can't do that. We cannot actually tell anybody to burn their house down on the radio here.
Caller, before we let you go, do you have a guess as to the secret word so you can win that beautiful seashell collection?
Oh, yeah. Is the secret word razor?
No, I'm sorry.
Definitely
We're going to have to let you go.
He's gone.
All right. I think I'm getting a little bummed out. I'm not more on edge than I normally am. It's a normal day. I'm just doing my job. I've been here for 3+ decades.
So you've been talking. Okay, I got one question. I
Yeah.
just got one question. You've been talking to the people over at Redis Lobster. You said you have correspondence.
Yeah.
You're pushing the Redis Lobster
I'm pushing back against
what?
I'm pushing back. I've thrown my lot down. I've cast my lot with the Redis Lobster. I made no secret about that. Not like these shadowy initialist cabals.
I'm literally on the radio talking about it.
Yeah, I just.
But not
wonder
every day, 24 hours a day.
If you're getting you're getting conversation from the Redis Lobster. What else are you getting from the Redis Lobster, Buzz?
Oh, sir, I see where this is going.
Just a question. I'm just asking a question.
An amazing question. I see what you're implying, and I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something right now I've never said on the radio.
Oh God!
And the look on your fucking face when I look you in the face. I want you to look me in the fucking eyes right now.
I'm looking right at him.
Because I just want, for those of you just tuning in, yeah, Miguelito just challenged me.
I just asked a question.
Just challenged me to talk about
Just a question.
what I'm doing, my proselytizing for the Redis Lobster that I think is going to revitalize this community
It won't.
here in beautiful Bristleburg. And he wants to know if I'm getting other things from the Redis Lobster other than being paid for the ads I read.
Just curious.
And I know what he's implying, and you know what he's implying.
Just curious.
And he's going to look me in the eye right now. Well, I tell him this.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I'm allergic to shellfish.
Oh my God! Is that true? I've never seen you eat it.
Yeah. That's because I'm allergic to it.
Well, then why are you doing this?
Oh, I'm so
Wow.
sorry. Just because I can't live to see the freedom for my children doesn't mean I should work towards it.
But it's...
Now who's shellfish?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm allergic to you,
You killed
Miss
it.
Shelley Shellfish Nickleby.
Shame.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
What's up, Doc?
I love it. Yeah, so I'm not getting diddly squat dinkle dank. Dinkle dankle do. Speaking of which,
Actually, so let me just
yeah.
loop back here.
Yeah.
That could, in some people's eyes, mean that you actually have. That gives you more reason to believe that there's another, more, I don't know, monetary reason why you might be.
they're
so
paying for the ads. You know they're paying for the ads.
Yeah, but I mean that's not
that's not what.
that's enough to read the ads, isn't it?
I have sworn since time immemorial I will not advertise for products I don't believe in.
When was the last time you ate a hush puppy?
Oh.
I buy those little freeze-dried hush puppies.
No.
Yeah, I do.
That doesn't count.
It doesn't count?
No, it's not as good.
Oh, I'm sorry. Again with this elitist crap. Oh, no, your delicious freeze-dried hush puppies.
When was the last time you ate a fresh hush puppy?
How fresh?
Like, oh, I made this and I put it in a fryer.
Yeah, you take the freeze-dried ones, you throw them in the fryer.
No,
They
come
puff,
on.
They puff up. They're huge.
Would you say
big?
You get one in a fryer. It's about the
you've
size.
never had
about
a
the size of a hard softball.
You've never had a fresh hush puppy?
A hard softball, huh?
I don't really know what fresh hush puppy means.
Yeah, okay.
Like that's like saying a fresh shoe.
You've never owned a new pair of shoes?
What do you mean new?
Like you just got them from the store.
Yeah,
No
you
one
get them
else
from the
has-
store. They're like,
Recently crafted.
And no one else has worn them?
oh God, I get elitism. No one else has worn your shoe before you wear it.
You forget he spends all of his money.
Like
on
you
the,
buy a new house
On the
every time you want to go
rejuvenation.
inside of a house. Do you buy a new house with
No.
I mean, some people
I
do.
probably should. I bet if I bought a new house, I wouldn't have these freaking water ghost
I
problems.
bet they burn
to be
down
frank.
all the time.
Well, my house is burned down anyway.
Maybe they're the ghosts of your choices.
Okay, I feel like you've been arguing against this Long John Silver's. You've never even had a fresh hush puppy.
I can't. I'm.
There's no shellfish in a hush
I'm
puppy.
just saying.
Oh, thank God, because I eat them every day.
I'm just saying.
Freeze dried.
When they pay
yeah.
you to do the ads, they're only paying you to do the ads,
Yeah.
not to continue to talk about it after the ad's over for the whole show. And in fact, loop us back to it
Yeah.
afterwards.
You know, I spend all day at my job mucking out stalls at the aquarium, and I gotta say, there's nothing more satisfying than a fresh hush puppy, and I just want to lay down 3 smackaroonies and get my hush puppies. I don't need a couch made out of a lobster.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she's clearly pimping for Long John Silver. The real
That
question
might be
is,
the case. I don't know.
I've admitted that I get paid, but that I also like them. The real question is the person who hasn't admitted to being paid by the Silvers Corporation, founded by legendary, and I just don't want to tangle this up, by legendary comedian actor Phil Silvers, known to his friends as Long John Phil Silvers, which was later shortened to Long John Silvers.
John Phil Silvers was his name?
I just like hush
Phil
puppies.
Silvers.
I spend all day at my job mucking out stalls at the aquarium, and when it's over, I just want to go eat some shellfish and have some hot hush puppies at a reasonable price. Just kind of, it would be like if you spent all day taking orders from a duck. And then at the end of the day, it's like,
Like the people who work at Geico.
yeah, Aflac. And then
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
No. I'm not talking about the commercial. I'm talking about the people who work at Geico.
The CEO's a duck.
CEO's a duck.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that merger. So, yeah. And then, so at the end of the day, you just want to go to a Chinese restaurant, get some Peking duck, most guys hanging in the window. It just feels, I just really, it's little balls of fried cornbread, basically.
Well, I agree to disagree, but it is a serious issue. And for people who write in and say, this isn't a serious program, this is a serious program, we talk about these issues, we want the serious people to call in.
I'm incredibly serious.
Yeah, she is. We want to talk about the serious stuff. Captain Philippines, I love that they called in earlier and they had serious stuff to say because we are a program about issues. A program that couldn't put this on without the wonderful sponsorship of WuffyWifflePiddlePaddleDingDong.com. Making a website has never been easier since the days of WuffyWifflePiddlePaddleDing.com, which was the exact same website but the previous iteration, which was closed down because it was already the name of an episode of I Dream of Jeannie, and it fell under copyright. And now it's WuffyWifflePiddleDiddledingDong.com. Visit it so you can make your website, and if you post on social media with the hashtag WuffyWifflePiddleDiddledingDong.com, then
No doubt on
Ding,
that.
ding.com.
ding
Wuffy
dong.
Wiffle
Com.
Piddle
Wuffy
Paddle.
Wiffle Piddle Paddle Ding Dong Com.
Ding.com.
No, that was the original website.
Oh.
Ding dong com.
Now
What-
it's
what-
dingdong.com.
Wait. It's Ding. Wuffy Wiffle Piddle
Biddle
Paddle
Battle
Ding Dong dot com.
Yeah.
You know, I used it once. It was really nice. You can't get any. Your website can't actually have pictures on it though. It has to be all text.
Yeah.
But you know, my website, I just wanted to be able to put my diary up, so that was perfect.
I tried to sell some homemade head wraps on there, and it didn't work because I couldn't host any images. I
Yeah,
did
no
write,
images. Yeah,
I wrote some very,
Yeah, no
I
images.
thought very thorough descriptions of the head wraps,
that'll
but
work.
I never made us.
Taking us back to a simpler time before people wanted to take away the great treats in life. And the greatest treat was reading and plain text on a black text on a white field.
They added black field white text. So
Yeah, you can also do that. Things are really heating up there. And make sure to post on social media with the hashtag WuffyWifflePiddlePaddleDingDongCom.
.com?
Have yourself a merry ding dong. Wait, is that ding dong comedy? Doesn't matter. Hashtag WuffyWifflePiddleDiddledingDongCom. And and then say something mean about the name. And the person who has the most creative insult about wuffywifflepiddledidledingdong.com, you'll win 15% off of your next purchase of a website.
wuffywifflepiddlepaddledingdong.com. My butthole made that noise the last time I had a finger up in
They wouldn't see that because you didn't say hashtag, and there's no dot.
Hashtag.
You keep switching, and I just wanted to be. Sometimes you say the dot.
I mean,
sometimes
that was
you
a joke.
Nope.
It
The
didn't really
website is
happen.
no, I do not, because the website is wuffywiddlepiddledingdong.com.
Oh.
It's hashtag the words Wuffy Wiffle Piddle Diddle Ding Dong Piddle Paddle Ding Dong Com.
Piddle diddly dong.
Ding
All
dong
spelled
com.
out. You can't put a dot in a hashtag.
Well, I just want to be clear because you said Wuffy Whittle, but it's Wuffy Wiffle.
Wuffy Wiffle Piddle Paddle Ding Dong.com, but the hashtag is Wuffy Wiffle Piddle Paddle Ding Dong Com.
Yeah.
And make sure to say something mean about the name. Show off your creativity. Really crap on the name of the website, and we'll give you 50%
It's the
off.
sound of a beagle drowning.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, and it's almost the title of an I Dream of Jeannie episode, but legally distinct.
All right. Lots of ads today.
Well, you got to keep the lights on. You do want to sing that expensive birthday song you love so much. Man, I got to say,
Tell me.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a little depressed because it's my birthday. I'm
Yeah,
a little depressed
yeah.
because it's my birthday. I've been a little angry. I want to say, can I put up that great music? This is a classic Buzz apology. Because I'm never
which music
afraid
do
to
you
say
want?
I'm wrong.
Which music did you want?
Yeah. Something that says I'm sorry. Now the years go by. We get older. We don't always get wiser. Sometimes we just get more of a wise guy. We try to learn a thing or two and we try to grow. And every year of my birthday, I'm reminded of what my old grandman used to say. He'd say, "You're not yourself when you're not in love."
He would say that?
He would sing it?
Yeah.
Or sing it?
He'd say that. You're not yourself.
Was he a singer?
No.
No.
That's why I am actually a very good singer, but right now I'm doing an impression of
Grandma and Pop.
my grandma, man.
Grandma, man.
But yeah, he'd sing that little ditty, and I think, yeah, you're not yourself when you're in love. And I'm in love with life, and it's breaking up with me slowly as the years go by. I was so deeply in love. We went through puppy love, kitty love.
And your mom forgot to send that card and macaroni and cheese she always sends. So it was.
Yeah. She glues this delicious macaroni and cheese to all the cards, and you scrape it off.
Yeah, you eat
And
it.
that's kind of a signature birthday dish
She
for me.
didn't send it.
Wow.
So I just want to apologize to all the people I've offended today. Just today.
Oh, what is this? It's the card from your mom. I found it in the bottom of the mailbox today.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. You find it after you found it, you open it up, and do you eat all the
I ate it.
macaroni
I
off
ate
it?
it. I ate
Yeah.
a few of them, yeah.
Because you know.
Because I can't leave, and I don't have a lot of food in here, so you know, I thought it was just food for me.
I think that the thing that matters most is that for once in a rare while, you admitted to a lie to me. Because Miguelito likes to lie baldly to my face. And I think that's the
wrong with
greatest
that.
birthday present of all.
Only sometimes.
We're learning so much. We're growing so much. I want to say a big special QRZR, Razor's Edge. Thank you. Thank you so much. We disagree on so many things, but thank you for coming on and vigorously defending your wrong opinion about the reddest lobster. Shelly Nickleby, thank you so much.
You know, I spent all day today mucking out those stalls at the aquarium for the seahorses, and it was long work, and it was hard work, and it was tiresome work.
Yeah.
And then I came here, and I just got insulted over and over and over again for an hour, and
That
I
sounds
got
right.
and I gotta think, you know, I'm just gonna go back home to my water ghost, I'm getting rid of, and you know they all. That's is this what life is? Apparently, but I'm gonna get rid of. This is the ghost I get rid of. I don't want to burn down this house. It's got a little nook that's like a little candle. You're supposed to put it in the hallway.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, it's super nice. And so I guess apology accepted, but really not what I needed at the end of a long day. I mean, I needed the apology, but not really. What I didn't need was the insults. And also, you take that Redis lobster and you just sit on it. I'm sorry.
On his birthday?
Happy birthday. I'm sorry.
Thank you so much, Shelly Nickleby. Everybody.
He's gonna take this out on me when you're gone for sure.
Yeah, because only one of us can't leave.
Hey.
Welcome to the reddest lobster of your life. Thanks for tuning in once again to QRZR, the Razor's Edge. As always, I'm Buzz Thunderknuckle. You can listen to us again next week, Monday at 9 p.m. CST. We'll have on Shannon Knoll. Don't ever die.